Hello Gemini, this is Inspire 2016 with your monthly reading for the month of October 2019, focusing on your career and work life. I hope that you have a good month in the month of September. So let's see what is in store for you for October. So the first card for representing the present position of your spread towards the beginning of the month, you have the Three of Clubs. So it looks like towards the beginning of the month of October, you may have a lot of different projects that are going on, and you have a very clear visions on what you want to achieve, and maybe you have several different plans already in place on what you want to do and what you have in mind to begin with, and then also to work on. And this is something that you have been planned for quite some time. I don't see any immediate changes or any sort of a new project that you just execute. This is something that you have been planned for quite a while, and this is something that you have been passionate about, and you have been develop and plan and learn and do whatever you can to get it done or to get started. And the next one that you are representing the influence cards towards the middle of the month, you have the Joker card. So yeah, it's finally paid off. You finally be able to start those things. So this can be a side business if you are working right now. Maybe it's a part-time jobs, or even like a side business gig or things like that. If you like having part-time jobs aside from your full-time one, or even like if you have your own startups aside from your full-time jobs. So it can be the case here. Like you have your own business aside from your own full-time business or full-time jobs, and this is something that you have been passionate about. You wanted to start it for quite a long time, and finally you'll be able to do it, and this is like makes you feeling really good, and you finally be able to start. For some of you who have been unemployed instead, on the other side, so this can also be indicative that you will get a lot of feedback from any jobs that you applied for in the past, in the beginning of the month, and you will get a lot of different interviews, and also I think it's quite rapid development on your career here. And this is something that we will have a quick start towards the middle of the month, and this can be it can be like a 1 or 2 months trials in some way, or even like some project that have been on hand. Maybe it's just a temporary projects, maybe for 6 months or so, 3 to 6 months. But the thing is that they don't mind to do so. They don't mind to get you started straight away, and this is a good part to it. So the next card that you have representing the past position of your spread towards the past position, you have the Ten of Clubs. So yeah, this card is actually good in these positions because it looks like that in the past you have been a lot of burdens, especially in the month of September. Maybe because the sun in there's a new moon in Virgo by the end of the month of August, and this is something that you have been, giving a lot of lights towards that. In the past you have been like overworked, but the thing is that you get more money to it as well. But the thing is that you have overwhelmed with a lot of different burdens, a lot of different responsibilities, a lot of different projects that you have going on, and this is something that you have been really stressful about. You don't have time to do other things aside just work. Just work and work. So you don't have your own personal time in that sense in the past, but now you are gaining your own freedoms in some way in the month of October. So the next that you have representing the thing that you learned from the past, you have the Seven of Diamonds. So the Seven of Diamonds here indicates that in the past you have possibly waited quite a long time for your project to be flourish, or waiting for the ship to come in and things like that. You have been working hard, but maybe you don't get any feedback or any appreciations on what you have done, and things like you wish that your boss is saying to you, or your customers would you wish to say to you, and how great your feedback is and things like that. And this is something that you learn, that you are consistently working towards that. You are constantly achieving that, and you work so hard, even though you don't get any feedback, even though you don't get any rewards, even if you don't get any appreciation from anybody. And this is something that you learn, like persistence and perseverance against your challenges, and to achieve your goal, because you know that any time in the future it will pay it off, and it certainly are. So the next that you have representing the things that you need to let go of, you have the Nine of Diamonds. So with these new beginnings in the middle of the month, this can be quite challenging. For some of you, maybe you have to relocate, or maybe you have to change jobs, you have to change departments, or maybe just like those stability, independence that you have in the past may not be there for you now in the month of October. And this is something that you may have to learn how to let go those things. Like if you have been working for 10 years in the same environment, the same people every day for the past 9 years or 10 years or so, this become quite a big challenges, because you are going into the place that you don't even know, not familiar with, and then people are not what you are thinking of, and the independence that you have as well, like you can possibly work anything, you already know whatever it is that you are working now, but now you are depending on the other people to tell you what to do. And this is something that is really hard. Sometimes you don't even know whatever the system is, how to do this thing and how the flow is in this company or in this new projects or whatever it is, and you may have to depend on other people to tell you what to do, and this is normal. It's time to let go of those things, your ego especially. So the next one that you are representing the future cards toward the end of the month, you have the Two of Diamonds. So the Two of Diamonds here indicates that you will be busy. You will be extremely busy to find out and to work on these projects, and also try to do whatever you can. Like I said before, this is your opportunity to show your boss that you are capable of doing things. And that's the reason why you are putting your all heart and soul towards these projects or towards this job. Maybe because if you have been quite a long time without any jobs, then this is also the time for you to get a job and also to prove yourself. And this can be one of the things that makes you feeling there is a sense of purpose on your job. And even though you are busy, but you are happy to do so. But you just be careful, have to be, mindful of juggling with other responsibilities, especially if you have a families and also kids, those type of things. Sometimes it's getting like more demand on your time. So lastly here, to clarify the whole readings, at the bottom of the deck, you have the Six of Diamonds. So the Six of Diamonds here indicates that you have constantly working towards your goal and finally be able to get what you want. And people are noticing you. It doesn't mean that when people don't say anything, it doesn't mean that they don't know what you do and not even care about that. Maybe they do, but they secretly don't even acknowledge that. They just wanted you to go on, and then in the end of the day, they will let you get the price, or like they will give you what you want, and also appreciate you even more. And this is something that tells you about this card. So you actually will have some kind of a revelation in some way, because you finally be able to get appreciated by other people around you that you are capable of doing that, and also get quite a round of applause, like you win the awards, that kind of things, kind of winning the awards and those type of things. And if you have been left out, don't get any things, not even get any like jobs or things like that, people will be able to help you to get into any jobs that you want. It's just only about perseverance and also consistency on what you want to do and to achieve day-to-day life. So I hope that this reading is helpful, and if you like the reading, just click like, and if you haven't subscribed, just click subscribe and push the bell icon so that you get the notifications every time we publish a new video. And if you want to donate to our channel, you can do so by sending your donation via PayPal to this email address. And see you next month. Thank you.